to the United Nations. He's going to speak about that a little bit. We also have a couple of other towns in New Hampshire that are in that status. But I've come to see Hal a couple times to speak at a couple of Tea Party meetings. Very informative, very important information. So Hal, thank you for coming today.
And Tammy girl!
Good afternoon, folks. How many people in this gathering are freedom activists?
Yay!
Every hand should be up, or should be up soon. Well, I'm going to give you an assignment if you care to choose do it when I'm finished here. Agenda 21. How many people, if a UN occupational force came into your city or your town or county, how many people would resist by any means possible? Yes. Now, some of you might say that's never going to happen, that's ludicrous, but guess what, folks? The UN has already come into your town and your city or your county if you're getting involved with sustainable development or green jobs or smart growth or ICLEI, I-C-L-E-I, the International Council for Local Environmental Initiative. 4 towns formally joined this un-American, anti-constitutional entity right here in New Hampshire. Nashua, Wolfboro, Portsmouth, and Keene. Regardless of the ideological makeup of those selectmen and city councilors, they had no reason to do that. In Nashua, we had an outreach just about a month ago with some of you folks here that helped out. We got a lot of media attention. There's about 15 of us. A reporter from the union leader called me up and she said she spoke to the mayor of Nashua. She spoke to selectmen there, or city councilors, aldermen. They didn't know what it was. I said, they do now. But they're also been deceiving us, because right after that we found out how long Nashua's been involved, for 4 or 5 years, and how much money they pay. And there's a group there called Renaissance Downtowns. When they show up in your town, they're the ones, the private sector, that is getting federal and state money to promote Agenda 21 in your town. Okay? I'm going to be speaking on the subject right across the street here on Thursday night, 7 o'clock. I've got a flyer there. My presentation is about an hour long, and I have a lot of good information on there. Most likely, your town probably belongs or is doing something. Hudson, New Hampshire, we just discovered a few days ago, has signed on to Sustainable Communities, and they're getting federal money. You see, next thing you know, you're going to be seeing solar panels and windmills. And by the way, we're all in favor of recycling when it's market-driven. We have nothing. We like to see people get off the grid. Get your windmill that you pay for it, not subsidized, or your solar panels. But you know, if the last 10 years, the United States saw a decrease in the usage of power, about 1.5%. Isn't that wonderful? We're going to save the planet. But guess what happened? China, India, other these so-called developing countries have used their usage well over 100%. So even if we shut off all the lights, all the power was gone, it would make no impact on this fraud called global warming. And there is no man-made global warming, even if it's a warm day in April. That's another important issue here. So I want to, the assignment, we have an information table just behind me. I've got lots of these reprints, and I'm urging you to get this reprint in the hands of your selectmen, your town manager, your mayor, your state rep, and your state senator, and get follow-up. There is a bill right now in the New Hampshire House, or there's one that was pending, to dealing with it. We need to get ICLEI and Agenda 21 out of New Hampshire, period. No compromise. We can take care of our environment without any help from the UN. We can raise our corn and fish for our cod without the UN's help. Thank you very much. We also have a flyer. Please take some of these. And we have a program that's not part of the John Birch Society. It's called Camp Constitution. It's probably the only camp like it in the state, and we need support. We make a profound impact on the lives of all those involved, young and old. Over the years, we've had, this will be our 4th camp. We've had Dan Itse was an instructor, Garrett Lear, the Patriot Pastor, and other instructors. And we hope to have a great camp this year. Please take some material about that. If you don't have any children, you have neighbors that may have children.